You're scrolling through your feed when a post pops up that just nails it. It's righteous, witty, and finally, someone is saying what you've been thinking all along. You tap share. Congratulations! You just joined a marketing campaign you didn't know existed. Yeah, that's right. And this organic-looking, carefully crafted ad copy isn't selling shoes or shampoo. It's selling you a feeling. And that feeling is where they take the power from. The price of admission is your credibility. Yesterday's swindler promised gold mines or miracle tonics. Today's promises? Validation, outrage, and the sweet, sweet feeling of being right. But let's be clear, the bots aren't the villains here. They're just the hired help. They're carefully crafted, precise tools employed by some real digital snake oil salesmen. They know the oldest trick in the con man's handbook. Emotion beats evidence 9 times out of 10. Let's break down the bait. There's righteous rage. They count on us confusing feeling angry with being informed. Tribal belonging. Nothing bonds a group faster than a shared enemy, or a meme about one. Moral license. You're not gossiping. You're raising awareness. Illusion of action. Clicking share feels like you're doing something brave. Spoiler, it's not brave. They don't have to change your mind. They just have to wind it up and point it in a direction they choose. And let it spin like a Tasmanian devil on espresso. They learned a good lie never dies. It just gets a new celebrity and a fresh coat of pixels. Yesterday it was Keanu Reeves rescuing puppies. Today it's Morgan Freeman rescuing democracy. And tomorrow it will be your aunt rescuing common sense. Still fake. The text is identical. The names change. And some intern somewhere is taking notes to see which version gets the most clicks. Welcome to the recycling plant of lies, where yesterday's nonsense is reheated, rebranded, and reserved for your emotional convenience. If you could peek inside the misinformation factory, it might look something like this. Over here, we have fear-flavored nuggets. The target emotion, anxiety. And the goal, clicks and ad revenue. And over there, rage-a-roni. Its target emotion, anger. And its goal is polarization and control. And back there, that's pity pops. Sympathy is what they're targeting. And getting people to make donations to nowhere. And then we have, right here, virtue Twinkies. Its purpose? Justification and warm fuzzies. Its purpose? Attention and reposts. And then we have truth taffy. Its target? Curiosity. Its purpose? Harvesting data. And then there's always the old standard miracle mixers. The target emotion there? Hope, urgency, and the quick fix instinct. They just need to sell you the digital snake oil. And then we've got authority sprinkles. That's a great product. It's trust by proxy and fake expertise. It'll make you take the product and swallow it all proudly. Same recipe as the 1920s snake oil, just bottled in pixels instead of glass. Now you might think, surely it can't be that bad. I mean, how many of these accounts could there really be? Well, more than you'd like. Based on their own reports, Facebook estimates around 3 to 5% of active accounts are fake, and that's the officially optimistic number. On X, formerly Twitter, estimates run higher. Elon Musk has floated figures between 10 and 20%, and independent analysis have landed in roughly the same range. During major events, research from Carnegie Mellon University found that in sample periods, over 60% of the most active retweeters are bots. And a Pew Research study reported about 2/3 of links shared on the platform came from automated accounts. So, how loud are they really? Well, imagine one sedan beeping in a grocery store parking lot. Within seconds, every alarm for 6 blocks starts wailing. Dogs join in the chorus, and a freight train rolls through the intersection, growling and screeching like a grumpy old dragon. Now, stretch that racket across the internet. One bot beeps. 10,000 honk back. And before lunch, the whole block's convinced that something huge must be happening. That's how an online whisper turns into a foghorn of fake urgency. It's not the background noise. It's the band, the speakers, and the fog machine. Programmers know the algorithms better than we ever will. And the bots just do what they're told, faster. Here's how they scale their operation. They don't need to fool everyone, just the believers, because believers share. The first rule of social manipulation: never convince the skeptic. Convince the believer to hit share. Every time we repost unverified junk, we get promoted to the middle management of the misinformation industry. Unpaid, overworked, and absolutely indispensable to the con artist. And here's where the joke stops being funny. Behind every repost outrage is someone who is actually believing it. It's somebody who trusts the source, somebody who isn't built to weather that storm. The con men know this. They know fear sells, decency doesn't trend, and good news doesn't generate ad revenue. The results? Friendships are destroyed, confidence is shattered. People living in fear of an evil world that, thanks to the constant flood of doom, looks like it's falling apart. And that fear doesn't stay online. It gets stuck in your head and then festers, isolates, and whispers that maybe the world is too awful, and maybe it isn't worth staying in. Not everyone out there is mentally resilient. Some people's alarms are just programmed to go off sooner and louder. And when that happens, it's easy to fall for the illusion that everything's broken. And then the algorithms pile on, magnifying the noise and shoving it back at them. Because wholesome and good don't sell. They can't see what's still good, normal, and real, because decency doesn't trend. And the algorithms keep shoving the noise back at them. The more you look at the bull snot, even just to roll your eyes at it, the harder it hits your feed. It learns what makes you flinch and serves it up like dessert. Goodness is quiet. It doesn't need clicks. So, what can we actually do about it? Start with this: your field guide to spotting digital bull snot before it splatters. Number 1, smells emotional. If it spikes your blood pressure before it shows you evidence, hold your nose. Number 2, no address. Real information has a source. Fake information starts with, "I heard this from a friend who knows." Number 3, celebrity bait. If Gandhi supposedly said it, he probably didn't. Number 4, caps lock compassion. All caps rarely accompanies peer review. And number 5, share shaming. If you don't forward this, you don't care. Classic guilt hook. Quick test. If it flatters your ego and inflames your outrage, it's probably selling both. We can't delete every bot, but we can inoculate ourselves with skepticism and a sense of humor. Laugh at the nonsense before it recruits you, because the most dangerous lies are the ones that compliment us. If a post tells you you're a genius, a patriot, or the only one who gets it, check who's holding the mirror. It might just be a bot polishing your ego for clicks. So next time you see that perfect post, pause before you share it and ask, whose marketing team just got a free intern? So here's an ounce. The bots can't make us stupid unless we decide to help. And every scroll, every click, every share is a vote. We choose who wins. We always have. And that's it. An ounce submitted for your consideration. Remember, before you amplify, yes, please like, share, and subscribe. This episode is perfect for that friend who always forwards the guilt trip posts. If you care, repost this. Yeah, send them this instead. And if they send one more example of bull snot or another guilt trip post, may every pop-up ad on earth find them and eternally autoplay at full volume, and may the wind carry their passwords into the great beyond. Thanks.